Day 12 of the sugar detox report. So last night brought a little twist. I'm sorry, the previous night brought a little twist. I'm on day 13, giving you day 12. Energy wasn't terrible, but my blood sugar had a mind of its own overnight. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. This is a normal part of the detox process. The body shifts into a deeper fat burning mode, meaning that it helps remind me that the progress is not linear. It's literally like the glucose at the first part of the detox. My morning check-in, my weight was 194.9. This is what I want to point out. My fasting glucose was 80. That is 20 points lower than yesterday, and the lowest it's been the entire time. My sleep readiness was an 88, which is really good, and my sleep quality was a 79. I'm tired today, but I'm functional, and I think here's why. I'm alert, I'm ready to move. I had my eggs, but because my glucose was at an 80, I felt like I needed a little bit of help. So I had blueberries and raspberries for the quick bump. But this is what I want to point out. Last night, my CGM showed that at 3 times during the night, my glucose dipped below 70, making me hypoglycemic. So I'm not concerned that that happened because I am no longer using stored. My body is doing what it's supposed to do. It looks chaotic on the application, but what I'm learning is the liver's glycogen stores are almost empty. And so the body's trying to figure out, how do I regulate this? Now I got to go tap into fat and start fat burning. So pretty exciting, actually. This is where we want to be. This is why I also recommend that you make sure you talk to a physician if you have any kind of chronic illness or chronic disease or diabetic before doing this. It's extremely important because of these situations where things can get out of control. I'm doing the 14-day detox because I think that metabolic flexibility is something that everybody should have and something that everybody can have. In the afternoon, my glucose was still below pre-diabetic. I was 99. I had 2 protein wraps with my favorite turkey. And then for snacks, I had 72% chocolate and apple slices. Feeling a little bit hungrier today, but I think that's my body wants some fuel because having those dips last night was a pretty big deal. For dinner, my glucose, because I'm not snacking much in between, every now and then, was 83. This so far, by far, on day 12, has put me in the best glucose range I've been in since the start of this program. I had 2 chicken thighs with skin, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli for dinner. My glucose range for the day, to recap, was less than 70 to 113. It doesn't give you any reading less than 70. I burned 2,500 calories. I only had 140 ounces of water, not very much water. Overall energy was steady, but tired. I'm cautious and excited, and my cravings mostly still habit-based, but they're not strong like they were at first. So I'm glad to see that. So day 11 brought tired. I was tired, I was sore on day 11, but today I feel better. I still feel like on day 12 that I'm sorting through the glycogen usage. How's it going to be used? If this is going to be our new norm. Your body's amazing. Your body is absolutely amazing when you think about going 12 days without sugar when you've eaten sugar probably every day of your life prior, or if you've tried this before. So I will say another thing for a recap for the day 2 was my blood sugar was pretty steady, even though it was fluctuating below 70. It hung around on an average of 94 throughout the night. 94 is great. Love to get it around 85 to 90 overnight for a nice steady, but it shows real metabolic adaptation to what I'm doing. So even with a little bit of a low energy, I know my body's still trying to figure this out, and I'm gonna let it do it. So that is the day 12 sugar detox report. I'll see you tomorrow on day 13, which is actually my day 14, my last day. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll give you a recap of today's findings. Thanks.